item, his day job, car chief from Lexus DeGioia, the Camping World Drag Racing Series. He is your defending champ. Whooped them all last March, a year ago. Of course, Billy Morris over there for Eddie Knox and Rick Morris and the team. The problem child, who and Boise really found their way. I mean, they just stepped up big time and were one of the top cars. So the winner did come out at the end of the day. Bobby Cottrell and Bucky and Mike and Dennis, Jeanette, that whole bunch standing in the winner's circle. But it was on the hole shot as Mike Peck gave a great shot there in that final round. But the driver and his keep there ended up off at the grass down at the top end. But hey, a W is a W is a W.
Ups in the way. If you stand up, you can see around it. But if you sit down, you can't.
It's not supposed to be that.
If you sit right here, you can.
Well, I can't. You guys are jerks.
It needs to be up on that stairs.
Matt comes up here, that's three. That's like my MC Roll Lane.
Be above.
Billy Morris. Eddie Knox standing out in front of that car over there. Tells his driver, hang on, gotta walk around, make a little bit of adjustment. Barrel valve adjusting, gets him a little fist bump and says, let's go. Wheelie bars are adjusted. Billy left, Matt right. That is pre-stage, Billy is pre-stage.
Hey guys, time trials, March meet. See what I can get away with. They're not real happy if I get too many people in the picture. So I'm just going to focus on the track if I can and see how it goes. Test session, just like Mike's. Listen to Mike.
Might be kind of interesting because you don't know exactly what kind of they're testing. So I see Billy Morris make that right turn down there. Come to a stop. Jeff Gregory for the Madness team. The over there in that three-way Chevrolet lane and Dean Over. And behind the wheel is Charlie O'Neill, Fighting Irish Camaro.
I can't see him.
Now Dean, a former Saturday Night Nitro champion, at the wheel of the Holy Toledo Jeep.
Well, he doesn't do
You don't think that wasn't a popular win? Jeff Gregory.
Well, it won Saturday Night Nitro. I was here
talking about 4 hours of time trials. We'll see how long we can hang in there. And hopefully we don't have to jump off too much. Maybe occasionally.
Matt Melendez, been out here testing. Jacqueline Critter, challenging Bobby's buddy car.
Tonight they're revamp.
Hollywood Chris Craig, coming up over there in that Screamer buddy car. So Matt been out here testing over the past month here. Track lands here.
Check.
And very, very good early
You know
numbers.
that flag?
Running down the half track, numbers
Yeah,
are.
I know.
330 comes down there. If they're down in the low 250s or into the 240s, that would be just a thing of beauty, which equates down into a very good elapsed time at the top end. The 60-foot times, of course, Jeff Greger is .992. But sometimes when you have those very quick 60-foot times, that you have to, it's a fine line. These crew chiefs really earn their keep, getting that very fine line of possibly going into that tire shape when they get very aggressive in the early numbers.
Where'd you end up going? Just up into the front? Where'd you end up going?
Yeah, just snake through the pits we didn't go through. I talked to Bob McLennan for a second. Then I saw that Hellfire car out fog. Because it's old Logie chassis. It's just so, it's 100% period. That's so much.
It's the original car.
I don't know.
2021 was
It's
like
got
going
fiberglass
one
trims.
round further than he did a year ago. Very good, 574 in the trophy run, but just not enough to beat that Matt Myers place. Hollywood has burned out their far side. Building contractor over here at that Budweiser, CD Corolla Lane.
It's probably Hamlin.
Flying the NAMPA flag. Proud. That is awesome. The National NAMPA Association.
That Screamer, of course, kind of a tribute to the Worship family of Dale and Chuck Worship and Art Henry. Richard Day made that name so famous on Saturday nights, Orange County Raceway, Earl and Dale. Well, and we know what Dale Worship and his dad Chuck went on to do over the years. Dale, of course, his car chief here, Matt Bynum. Dale, the crew chief, along with Dick Bonavani and the boys, Alexis DeJoria.
All right, a Chiefs flag under the American flag over there.
Oh yeah, I see.
So Hollywood far side, Matt over here. Quick car right now is Matt Bynum, your defending champ at 616. The RPM's coming up. Hollywood's out the throttle. How about 590, 230 miles an hour for Matt Melendez. Hollywood 679, 139. Numbers wise, Matt Melendez 994 to 60 foot. Chris Crable far side was one flat. 330, Matt was 258. Chris was 259. Half track, Matt was 386. Hollywood was 388. Now Hollywood is at full throttle. Let's see, half track there. He's 175 miles an hour. Matt was 192. Clicking it a little on past that 80 mile mark at 590. 230 miles an hour for that Jacqueline Critter team.
It's just stupid family shit, you can tell. This is dumb. It was exciting and sexual. It wasn't good. It was dumb. He had a big mouth, and saying nothing about nothing. Well, she doesn't, you know, stuff like that. You're like, old woman.
So a lot of fun here in the Tested 2 is the fastest funny car in the country. Dan Horan Jr. at 264.95 miles an hour. Come up over there to the three-way Chevrolet lane. The Budweiser CD Corolla lane. His debut junior far side, made an exhibition run at the Winter Nationals in Pomona. Put that baby on a split sand trap down to the top end there, and everybody thought, wow, he is not going to make the March meet. Towed that thing back down the 15 freeway from Pomona to Barry Speed Shop there. The Barry Speed Shop team and Infinity Plumbing and Rand and all the guys got together and got down there, had that baby back together, a spectacular paint job on it, and made the March meet. It ran the fastest speed ever for Funny Car 264.95. Of course, Dan's son Ryan, who is climbing up the ladder in the NHR and Lucas Oil Products Drag Racing Series at Tom Mayer School of Drag Racing. So veteran driver over there far side, and Kamaka Pocock.
Phew.
60 miles an hour. Dan ran 5.5.
Jeez.
That baby was 982 and 60 foot time. They were 252 to the 330, 372, 206 to half track, and 559, 260 miles an hour. Wow. Kamaka was one flat 60 foot time, 261 to 330, 388, 1 to 94, then 604, 197. Wow. And that Haran team, Infinity Plumbing and Barry Speed Shop, just sent a message. 559, 260. I got one word.
There are people
Wow.
in the Smokers Tower. I can see the windows open.
Well, you're a smoker, so you can look.
Well, the one guy died, Jan, the main dude that really kind of kept it together, and they were looking for somebody to take over, and one of these kids is somebody that wants to do it,
Just a spectacular run there. 206 miles an hour half track. Picking up 50 miles an hour, 55 miles an hour. From the half track to the finish line, it's just the back half is unbelievable.
Anything here.
I would pay whatever the thing was that was for March meat and I still kicked it. I drank 10 beers there.
At one city, and he was there 3 times.
Funny Car, fiercest fuel altar. Bob Godfrey, burning money. Of course, the great business of climbing like Godfrey.
All right,
Kyle
good.
Huff, legendary Nando fuel altar. Grandpa Dave down there.
God, they're mixing the races.
Kyle,
That is not
most
right.
high school seniors, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, I'm going to the movies, or I'm going here, or I'm going there. When Kyle was
Come
in
on,
high
you're gonna
school,
kick its ass.
which wasn't all that long ago, what are you doing this weekend? I'm driving my
Godfrey,
dad's race car, which is
burning money,
a double A fuel
Cuda.
altar, and it's a legend, the Nando.
It's a fuel altar that gets a funny call.
So Grandpa Dave standing in the water box there, bringing his grandson back. Dad Rick standing over there, looking over his son. Is absolutely one of the very best drivers in the biz, and he's still mid-20s. Young Kyle Huff taking off Bob Godfrey. Of course, Bob Godfrey's been doing this a very long time. One of the veteran drivers. One of the best painters in the biz.
Oh yeah, they don't. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, there's usually one right there.
Rick Huff, the adjustments for his son. Looking over at Team Godfrey. Of course, Bob Godfrey, daughter Lindsay used to back him up, but, well, she's a mom now. So the short wheelbase Evo Fuel Walter taking on the funny car. Godfrey lifts off that throttle, goes 901, 92 miles an hour. Kyle was 117 at 60 foot. Bob Godfrey was 102, but then started to spin at the tire about 330 there as he was 279. Well,
There he is.
session for a reason.
You guys don't show up here because the lens is so far out on the edge you can't see nobody in the stands. Sorry guys, I gotta keep it even with the top of the rail if I can.
Word is from the top end of the track, we're good to go. Tony Gerardo. Capital punishment, the team who has two cars, not only this car for the Heritage Series, but he's got that big show car too. It's Nitro Jim Holt. CBC Truck Repair. Team car, which will be here in that Budweiser CP Corolla light.
Well, see it once. All right.
Who's gonna start?
I don't think that sticker stayed dry from the time you handed it to me until I got home and had it right on the
By the way, that quick reminder, these lanes are open to everyone in the Nitro categories. Top fuel, buddy car, AA fuel alternate, Nitro Pro Comp. Guys and gals, if you want to make a run, come on down. This is a great opportunity. We see a great test there. Dan Horan at 559, 260 miles an hour. That very speed shop Infinity loving Jeep car. It's just like, yep, we're pretty good with that test.
See, they got lights.
Nitro Jim. Tony
For
Gerardo.
tonight, they're gonna end tomorrow night. Not tonight. Tomorrow night and Saturday night. They said we're gonna raise them down.
Wax the throttle there for Jim Holtz.
Because this is the only first qualifying session, not all the Nitro cars are running. Just a few of them.
Down track.
Yeah, that's where motherfuckers going down.
Is this still a little bit about
You know what? Raised on the top of that bench.
Tony Gerardo's car is not fired up yet.
I don't know if
Inside
there's still basis. There is a nitro barrel. There's never been any contact with me.
So right now, because
No,
it's
because
tested two, Nitro Jim Holtz will take a single run.
Look at how much
And
shade is
we decided, you know what, let's, because we,
to buy them.
and it was a thing where we didn't make them up. It was just a link where you could go there and click on it and make you the shirt.
Yeah, Bill.
I doubt it. It's been a few years. But,
Do you have the PDF of this, or?
see, I don't own it. That's
God, it's so bad right now.
my son Brian and I,
Clean it all up the next morning.
that's our group, so we say,
Lake Warrior Jim Holtz here at Budweiser CP Corolla light.
my next door neighbor just happened to be one of
Then lift off that throttle goes 874, 95 miles an hour. And, well, the numbers there, not bad at all. Don't forget, guys, the Nitro categories,
And I
if you
feel
want to
like
take another
the
run,
races and send them out.
service them and come on back up. Tony Gerardo.
I, oh yeah?
But it goes in my
Crew chief Jason Bunker standing there on the far side of the car, giving the signal to Dave Lane to hang on a second. We're going to do something out. How you, funny car master, right?
Whoever just fired up's have to get their burnout going. Their Gerardo's already backed up.
Great job. Frank McGee Jr.'s car here.
26 grand.
Top fuel car.
You know, we've been to a number of
Jason Bunker trying to change that car. It's that capital punishment car seems to struggle going into the forward gear there, but seems to be okay now.
I like the A. She's more liking 50 than Thomas Michael.
Jason will bring his driver up. Waiting on Frank.
I had an A.
Funny car matchup.
Jason Bunker from the original Pro Mods up in Sacramento, helping Gerardo.
Jason leading in there.
Him and his dad ran there at the Governor's Cup a lot, and quite a few years. We were up there watching them.
Go get him, please. So far, this testing too has been pretty darn cool. Frank waiting on that Tony Gerardo.
Here we go.
Yeah. 222 miles an hour. One flat
Not
60
bad.
foot time. 257 for Tony. And down half track, Tony was 378.205. Then runs down through there, 575. Clicking a little early. You saw the smoke down there, 222 miles an hour. 823.108 for Frank McBee Jr. As you saw that dragster start spinning the tires down there about half track. Wisely just flipped it off the throttle.
Hot hairdresser.
My boss told me to work on
Pete Ortiz Jr., the outcast, far side. Last year's top runner-up in from Ohio, Tyler Hilton. Dad Bobby and the team down there. Grandma Allison Lee, a Hall of Famer herself, walking out on the starting line there. Great expectations for Team, well, Allison and Jim Lee.
However, trying to find a suitable truck.
Been part of Top
Not ready to
Fuel
buy yet. Probably next year.
about 70 years.
But yeah, everybody doesn't talk. Oh no, yeah, you can. You know, you need.
I showed him this is what I
You
Allison
don't
Lee
get
out there
this,
taking
then
a
you
look.
won't be. You know, you won't be happy. It's like you don't want to pay $80,000.
Bobby down here,
I bought my truck.
Allison's grandson Tyler.
It's only a super cab.
Sitting in the driver's seat. The guy ran for the trophy last year.
2008.
hair shit.
They actually
These
found
are
it
in my drawer. There's only for people that
Nitro burning, big block Chevrolet for the team in from Ohio.
The motherfuckers, that's when they're locked up. Because you bang them against the wall. Don't mess up
my
my car.
truck, my trailer.
So I have a big bag of shitty cars.
Yeah. I know that I'm paying
Crash
my
these.
Crash a bunch of
Crash these Matchbox.
bunch of Fords.
the past to like Isabella.
I love saying that to them. Like, I have to get you back.
They're half wrecked with their
670s on this
Bobby Hilton up to the starting line. Bring in Sutton. Bobby driver himself for another year.
Tyler Hilton.
For the in-law, Jim and Allison Lee.
Yeah, big one.
Then in the driver's
Great
seat.
expectations.
Yeah,
the rail. Yeah, because this isn't a qualifying session, this is a testing too. And see, that's like a modern bodied car. That's not even a car that's going to run in this. And Stephen Gensham, you know, he blew the body off the Camaro last year. So he's out there, he's got like a newer Mustang body on it from his dad's time with Force Racing. he's got one of the old force bodies on his car.
Right down.
You see, this is the hottest person ever.
Tyler back from this round. Peter Ortiz over there.
Majestic. When you're in there going, yes,
Nothing like the sound of a Chevy on nitro. If you can hear that thing cackling down there. Hear that? That is a Chevy on nitro. Totally different sound.
It's Peter Ortiz there. Tyler in like that.
Here we go.
Tyler 107, 60-foot 9, then he saw Lopez smoke there, then whooped that Zampa 808. 808, 109 for Tyler, 806.
So it's a dead heat.
Peter Ortiz. Next pair coming around. Tell me if you haven't heard this name.
You know,
The guy went so fast, but
I don't
I hate that when you see that. I like
Because he
those
was
shows
slow.
that they show where you get to this
Yeah.
time, and you can see sometimes
Yeah, that idea came up, but then I
the
didn't
dimension
look like
is
it.
so
Eric
different.
Gage, team out of Florida, the avocado capital of the world.
registered. They had to change
All right, Eric.
some car in.
West Coast Fuel Holdings Association champion.
Yeah, they had to add an inner lip.
Eric, come up
It's
here.
like tire, wheel, and then this plastic band, like kind of
The Budweiser
We
Senior
went out
like
Relay.
carbon
Some of
fiber.
those cars were
Dan Horan saw go scooting on down the return road here after he made that great 559 to the Buddy car.
like
That was the first time she got
Jumps
out
into
of
the
it.
non-fuel
I
dragster.
like the floor plan in this, you know. That's been kind of the patient.
Excuse me, guys. I'm
yeah,
changing a tire.
Pete Kaiser down there making looks like he took the cover off the computer once just adjust all this. Of course, Pete, youngest ever twin top fuel. Good Vibrations Motorsports Marketing present by Lucas Oil. He was 27 years old
So I
when
say,
he
well,
won top
they
fuel.
came in the winter. They didn't know.
we had
They didn't know it was going to get this.
Of course,
yeah.
son Hans
Everywhere hot. Like,
started his career
they
like
got there
nothing
about
better
this time of the year. And they stayed there.
to replace his dad as the youngest. Got a few years.
Yeah, they're like Minnesota.
What he's working on.
have any slides on it either. So that was the sweet part.
Eric Gates over here.
Everything was there.
Dan Horan Jr.
Well, we in Arizona.
When this
don't
whole
have
idea
people
came up kind of last
but
year,
I
I
tell them
found a
coming.
few groups on
Then there's more room
Facebook,
for me in
and I
California.
can't help but notice when I
And they're all
look
coming to
at
Prescott.
oh, my slider stuck, oh, this broke, that broke,
Yeah,
water, this, power, my battery's
Motor spin over.
Prescott is really a section.
Eric Gates fires up.
Everyone there. Andy, I mean, Patty.
I'm sure if that Moran car kicked back from up there.
I just sent her a video. I said, you know, I went just bam. I said, look at all the
I believe there was a starter cross. Pete's gonna stick another one in there.
We test drove on like the first, one of the first days, and then the second day. I was like, this is
Yeah.
So Eric Gates.
You guys came up with five?
We talked about this.
yeah.
You know, there's that one. Or whatever. They had some
Agent Orange Team car.
Class A's. There's a place right here. You have to see it. Yeah.
You know, I see these RVs out in the middle of the field.
They're gonna fold it out tonight.
I didn't know if that
Eric will be on a single run here.
Where is that on?
There's a inland boat RV.
Well, as I said that,
Gotta start something.
I thought they were gonna fire up the Moran car, but now they're gonna wait.
I'm talking about that. I don't need that. They never need it. Yeah.
We actually went to a place that sells the Holsters shoes. You know, and it's like, yeah, it should accept.
Green stage is
I
there.
get that money.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, it's
Down there that pushes in that clutch. 804, 121, 125 is a 60-foot time. And when you're a little soft like that, but 804,
You know, we just,
121
now
comes
that
in
the
at
idea
3
is
now.
there,
I do
they
believe.
notice as
Well,
on
maybe it's
a road. Oh,
Guys,
that
you
guy's
said
got a
something to his
C.
driver there.
We don't want to see. Oh,
Nitro Kevin in the house.
Class A, you know. Look that, where's that fifth wheel, you know? So you see the guy on the fifth wheel, you're talking like this. You know, I'm like, yeah, I don't look good. You know, it's a bumper pole, you still need a, you don't have to buy as big of a truck to do a bumper pole.
show your mom.
So I have to wear this. This has helped my hand, I swear.
So there we go.
It's like home
There you
life
go.
third.
It helps my hand.
Right.
Because this is my worst, you know.
Your mind that I
fucked up.
have.
That's one thing Chris and I talked about. I
have arthritis.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah. I'm starting to get it everywhere. I don't want to
And, yeah, I mean, I just put
Dan Horan Jr. It's already been 5:59, 260 miles an hour. That very speed jump Infinity Fleming buddy car. Let's see what the top fuel car can do. Now keep in mind,
hook it up, move it.
the top fuel car runs on a 12-inch split.
We've got the other
Buddy cars,
her brother in Texas.
substantially
sales
bigger.
manager in our block. He said, oh, whatever you guys want, I can get it for you for like $500 over cost.
So I can walk.
He says, think I'll want up there.
Still overpriced as brand new.
But his thing is he swears, get a fit, but that's my
Wow. Really?
what do I do with the day?
Lower back.
I don't need a big truck.
Yeah, the
E-Kite.
Twinkler and
Just a little thumbs up to his driver. Bring him in. Greenway
I know, but that guy's
Chevrolet.
got a name like I've seen it there. Some with
Adam
G.
Gary
And it's the guy's last name, but it sounds funny. Yeah.
Last minute adjustment on the wheelie.
Housewives have.
that way, it's like I
So what is this? This is sex 20. She goes, no, it's for my back. Because I have fusion, and this takes it away.
I would like to.
It's one of the black girls. Housewives.
He's gonna bring it next time.
You have to make sure your brother's
Oh, that's
Move on that 102 and 60-foot time, and then without the throttle, 13, 27, and 64 miles an hour. To Adam Soroka, Champion Speed Shop team car. You listen to Nitro Reports with Dar Hawthorne and Donnie Couch.
you know,
Monday,
throw a rock in
this is one of the cars that was picked to click. Spent a lot of time testing this car at the beginning of the year.
You know, it was 68 funny cars.
I'm not sure that anybody made more runs than that champion team did.
just miss my glasses.
That's all that's Oh, you want to stand there? I mean, even
Frank and I talked about it, and you know that all the hating posts on Facebook before, during, and after, and you yeah, it's fucking make my life. And I'm like, you hate drag strip? How can you hate it? Yeah, it should be quarter mile. If it was quarter mile.
okay, yeah, I'm so used to your customers right? And I was like,
But those two fuel alternates made up for worth the price of admission of not seeing full pools.
We always want that. Now we don't.
it goes down. It just didn't let up, dude. My heart was racing and it just didn't look right.
Chong bomb.
So that was just across the street.
got all my all those good. Yeah, they all series.
He did a lot of
series back.
He had a business.
So much more racing back there.
Both of them, I'm glad both of you
Made it out. Yes, they did.
It's like they took this from the 70s,
Something that's
put it over there.
seen
It starts really cool. I hope they have good success.
Well, I'm sure
I got, you know,
They showed their house in the end. It was awesome. Like Bel Air.
then when the Nationals in July,
rapping. The rappers love him. That's what he
Is that what they're doing? They're doing
Champions League shot.
It's like Soroka to Murphy.
Adam Soroka. Canopy drives her brand new car. It's much lighter than the old one. The nitro burning small block Chevrolet. Former national champion Jim Murphy. WW2 team car for Murphy. Custom home builder out of Northern California. Murphy jokingly posted a picture on Facebook Monday. He said I walked out the shop and it was empty. The guys left without me.
was going to be insane. We're going to go out together.
There's gotta be some trash.
So it's got to be kind of small.
Hey, if
Two guys. Been there, seen that, done that. Jim Murphy over there in that three-way Chevrolet lane. And Adam Soroka. Champion Speed Shop. Adam was 105 in 60-foot time. Murphy was 108. 330. Adam was 271. Murphy was 275. Adam was 399. 196 to half track, and then clicked it off. Murphy was 4 flat coming on in 201. Then ran it down through there 591, 249, and Adam ended up with a 648, 162.
I'll do this now.
how do you get park it back there instead of over here?
So sorry, you're gonna be so sick.
So when I mentioned it, it's like call
They don't even know they're ready
find
yet.
out more information.
We're going Fiat. Derek Maria. Maria far side, in from Hawaii.
Yeah, but it takes the burnout.
It does, I know.
Spectacular.
The white men.
Paint job on that Fiat far side. Kurt Kuhl
I remember
helping out on the tuning chores.
they went down to the beach. Yeah, it was here. And it was just Memorial Day. His mom ran sold that spray.
You know,
like 8 cans of it.
that
He
was
was
the only way to
blistered
get
up like fucking rays.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Well, that's like the River Runs Through. Where you follow the same
Or like where the Heartbreak Kid. It is a city. I got a son was no, the son's
That red.
yeah. And I know what you mean about the mariachis. Okay.
That was also fun at first. I went in La Siesta, the little bar. On Saturdays, there'd be Maharachis come in, like a whole fucking
Derek Maria backing up over there in Nitro debut. over here in his Fiat. I believe they're going to send Derek on a single ride.
They had it at 199. And it was
So Tuner Kurt Coons will cruise on up there.
kitchen full on painted.
At Oaxaca. Yeah, it was in Santa Ana. They had mariachis. They were actually pretty good. They were good. If you're eating,
You know,
Training wheels.
the first day we worked with them, Terrence and I would say, since then, we had two bathrooms, and all our two bathrooms, the salesman is real pushy. Yeah, or else you'll buy it today type stuff.
I can't do that.
So Derek's been quick.
I want to remember these guys.
But-
Okay?
644-222. That's going to get some high fives and some smiles down there. 644-222. And I believe that is Derek's first Bolt pull in a nitro burn there. And a great job for your defending 7-0 Pro champion. So great job for the team there. Now it's Steve Peterson. His Fiat here.
The model, you turn the big one and has like side cameras and you know, like get it out of the right section, now turn it all the way, and boy, that's easy to do. Take it fast over, get it up to 50 miles an hour over those hills, like, you know, and
It goes like this once or
Waiting for the
twice.
word at the top end there.
Yeah, the stable.
Derek made that right-hand turn.
you know, and I've read a lot that some people say, oh, you know, if you get a C or an A, that you get
Great 644, 222.
Replaced all the shocks, and I put a steering stable on this car. That was easy. Did it up the front yard. Oh, really? No, they were so easy to get. I mean, that you want. There's no belly pad, you know, and Jack's gonna did it up for me.
Wow.
Got it under there.
Man, I can't wait till
Four shots.
white shirts.
Wait for word to the top end of the track. We are clear.
Yeah.
They got
Mike
that flag.
Halstead.
They know the flag. What that flag
That
is.
steering stabilizer.
Troy and Sherry Glenn and the team.
No, I want to know what that means.
Three-time March meet champion is Halstead over their far side.
I don't know what that thing is in the red corner. I'm trying to take a
You know,
picture and make it
the
bigger.
first day we went there, the first thing we climbed in was the boy home. You know, that's got the fold-out
like,
porch on the back. Well, that's straight to the dog.
Gonna go
Where
pairs
did
in
you
the
get a
fuel
golf cart
Walters
for
here.
princess?
On that
Steve Peterson.
So
Budweiser
overwhelming.
CC Corella Lighters.
How about the haulers with the
Veteran driver got his best of the biz. Get behind the wheel of just about anything. Three-time March meet champion in the wheel of a non-fuel dragster. Drives sweaty cars, drives in fuel Walters. It's a great deal here. And Sherry Glenn and the team out of the high desert. Backup mate Sean Pugh down there.
We looked at a
Shit, he's
CC,
doing it.
but you don't see that on the road.
Right? Yeah.
See if I can see.
I'm impressed that Sean was able to get over.
What's he trying to say, Sean? You're fat?
There we go. Got her back up there. So Mike Halstead and Sean Pugh far side coming back. And Troy Glenn standing down here on the starting line watching his car come back. Team Peterson. Team coming back here in that Budweiser CP Corella play.
You're back out for some sun on the fence. Let the stomachs too.
Oh my God.
second light. That's why the red light came on in the Budweiser CP Carrillo light. Halstead was staged up, made a move out there, then lifted
heck
off
was
that
that?
throttle. We saw a little bit of smoke coming out on the left side of that nitro burning heavy. It goes at 1674 and 58 miles an hour as it panicked.
All right. Van Horn.
Was a true legendary fuel alters made famous by the late, great, blazing Gary Hazen.
It was that Saturday night you weren't here.
Sean Van Horn in the team for A&W Root Beer
He ran
up
into
in
Mike
Visalia.
Myers, the nitro near Vegas. He T-boned him.
Come on, dude, stop.
I do not think Van Horn's coming back.
So he couldn't get the clutch was too tight or something. You heard the idle was up there.
Clutch problem or something,
Uh-huh.
but gonna open up the short chute there. Make a quick turn to the right. An A&W root beer float waiting down there. That was
Yeah.
the end, by the way. Tow car of the way, tow car of the day goes to the panic team. That Nova wagon looks like way cool. So it's a number of the nitro cars still waiting there. Guys in down.
But look,
Lanes are open.
like,
Right now, I
Top
put
fuel
one there.
dragsters, buddy cars, fuel alters, nitro, pro
I'm the
cop.
one that
It
noticed
shows
it.
you're not
I'm the
normal.
one
Come
that
on
noticed it.
down.
If I get to the pool tonight, I'm gonna look very
Make as
similar.
many runs as you want.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Like
I bought a new bathing suit.
the 50s wrestler guy.
Let's see who pulls up next. There isn't very many.
Tatunga's gonna come out.
Don't look like there's anyone over there right now.
Yeah,
Let's see what happens.
This wagon.
yeah, this is nice.
Oh, yeah.
Watch the Nova come by.
Yeah,
66 Nova.
yeah.
Nice Nova, huh?
So a number of the drivers in the stage lanes right now getting suited up.
Okay.
Number of the guys that have run back their service in their cars, and I truly hope they will come back up, make another shot. Fuel alter time. Oh, the show is going to be spectacular for the fuel alters.
Truck is pulling a car.
Fuel altered.
Here comes somebody.
You've been baked by the sun. You've been, how's it go? Baked by the
I like to
sun.
get out of town. To get here,
Stingray.
yeah, I did. And then, to get here though, and then I worked, then, you know, you feel I don't mind, but then you have to put that in.
How's it go? What's the next line?
7 hours.
So the hotel's off of Rosedale and just to the right.
Yeah, it's just like
Looks
you
like,
go, it's like you're going to the DoubleTree. You make that left off.
Giralno.
left, right to go into the DoubleTree.
Vince Giralno coming
but it's
up.
on the other side. It's on the right. Yeah.
It's a red altered from what I can see.
Do we park in front and burn out some shit from the office? We're here, motherfuckers. We're ready to tear up some shit.
But all be nice and get off the spot.
Is there enough parking there for everybody?
Yeah, there'll be spots. I mean, it's just like the only thing is like you can't. There's always, I don't know why, but there's always construction dudes. There's always worker dudes there. Always, always.
During the week, I think. During the week.
So,
That's their spot.
so
Company.
I always just park. There's always enough spaces. It's just that it's not like you want to be like you want to open your window and yeah, that never happens.
So I always just park by the dumpster and along. You just have to be cognizant. The sprinklers do go on.
Yeah, you'll know
I backed all the way up. It got on my bumper.
Just wait for the word
Didn't
to
really
fire
get on
up.
the body that much.
The next
I
car.
saw him on
It'll
it.
be
Lanes are open, guys. Lanes are open, guys. Gal. Open the night
There
car.
had some kind of big fishing tournament, whether it's bass or whatever back
I don't know what
And
the deal is. Yeah, in Kansas, Missouri, a lot of fishing.
And
Yeah.
they had a parking lot beside the hotel, and it was just full of boats, trailers, trucks. And then in the parking lot of the hotel, there were these construction trucks.
Yeah.
We had a rental car, so it didn't matter where we parked. We come around the corner, there are all these construction people sitting in the shade, both sides of the driveway, having a big party. And I stopped and rolled the window
Single
down
line
and looked at
to the
them,
fuel altar.
looked at the guys on the other side, I said,
Jared Hollow
"Which one are
family
you
in from
guys?"
Las Vegas.
This guy stands up, he goes, "Well, I'm the boss. Why?" I said, "You know, if you're gonna have a construction crew in the roadway, we need to put cones out so we can see
The
the
Jared Hollow family has to dig up both race cars.
And he crapped out. When we came back, they had the cones out. In a V, you drive around us in a V, right down the center.
Right on. What part of Missouri are you in?
Maryville, northwest corner, hour north of Kansas City. I don't ever have to go back there again. I am so very happy. I have a whole lot more money in the bank since then.
Safe truck. Drag strip.
Theoretically, climbing up over the wall. Man, oh, I put my mom up there, you know.
That's what we have now. Yep. It has the loft, it has a bunk room, and yeah, that's all I got. It's
Whoa!
589 211. And that's getting some high fives over there from that Giordano family. 589 to 211. And a great run there. 960 to 60 foot time. 252 to the 330, 381, 194 at 5893, 211 miles an hour out of that Impatience team. And that is getting some high fives. And when they go down that return road there, a nice round of applause and a great job there. Wow. 252 to 330 is right down in funny car territory. And that we know those things ain't exactly what you call aerodynamics, but a nice job there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I looked at the numbers coming up on my screen here, and I thought, wow, that looks pretty good. But I didn't think it was going to be that good. But 589, 211 miles an hour. That thing was clean as a whistle through the top end.
I'm gonna just bring my fucking wagon.
I'd service that baby, do it again. Why not? Everybody on the grandstand on the far side of the motorhome row over there said, yeah, that was pretty good.
microwaves were up so high with that, and say, well, not this one, but this step.
Said,
Well, look, you know,
welcome to the shit show.
It's like just
He's got the purple car.
Oh yeah, it was SSR, shit show racing.
and then you got on the tip and
Yeah, they were really funny. They're cool dudes.
you found out a neighbor was watching
It's always that that way.
Yeah, the guy goes, well, something always happens. So I had a 56 Chevy and Bullet Nose Studebaker, the Stude Prune, those guys.
Next car to come up, Mike Peck, the instigator. Quote Wizard, the lending tree. Of course, you want to get a deal on your insurance? Great company deal with the guy who ran for the trophy. Boise a couple weeks ago. Fortunately, lost on the whole shot. 568. Lost to Bobby Contros. 569, but it's still a great final. Right at the lights there, the cloud of smoke, but hard on things for Bucky Austin, Mike O'Brien, Dennis, their driver Bobby Contros. Lighten up the scoreboard there. Another victory. 3-time national champion. Right now, see what Mike Peck does here for Quote Wizard, the lending tree for the team out of Washington.
See, they were red, you can tell. Little something.
Mike put this team together last year and just finding his way. They got up to Boise there at Firebird Raceway. Well, he found his way. Very steady car. Low 570, high 560 runner. Daughter Natalie out in front there. I believe son-in-law, Chris Crable out there seeing what Mike can do here.
There's only a few more nitro cars. No, not tonight.
8 o'clock tomorrow, they start. They're stopping.
There's not going to be enough cars to go down.
Natalie Crable runs over there, does something to her dad's car there. I'm not sure exactly what it was. The instigator, Mike Peck, former 7-0 Pro national champion. Make a single run here. Foot 9, 267 to the 330, then 743, 120 coasted through down there at the top end for that instigator team. So far, the altitude test has been pretty darn good.
It starts at night time at 7.
Dan Rand Jr. says, yeah, it's been real good. 559, 260 miles an hour.
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
Are they saying what time they're starting?
Guys and gals, the lanes are open. Every day. Lanes are open, so come on down.
They say on the speed limit.
Yeah, except Sunday, right? 9. That's the big
Load
early
of
day.
Trobod cars
Sunday's done at 5.
coming into the lanes here.
Frank, did you find it a tape? Talking about putting scotch tape under the bottom half of his lens so that it blurs out all the people. You know, this shows the car. cars. Only shows the cars in the top half. Can't complain about that, right?
We're in the handicap.
I love it.
You can take the pervert because the drag suit, but he's still a pervert.
Oh, cool. Look at the kid's mullet.
Yeah, that's great. He's on it.
He is sporting a mullet.
Look at him. I like
That's
him.
cool.
He's cute. Look at him.
Right.
He's got it down.
Fucking
Like you
rules.
guys did as kids. That'd be fun.
Yeah, a friend of mine's a paramedic, and he got called out
Sky, he's not here till tomorrow.
God, let Jim say.
because a kid crashed on his motorcycle. He was 14 or 15 years old. His dad bought him like a 250 motocross bike.
I'm going to take a little break for a minute, you guys. I don't know if you can see these guys. This is a wide angle lens.
I need one.
Don Hirsch, Lee, Geisler.
By the way,
We're going to stop in the shade for a minute. There's nothing up there coming up right away, so
more than welcome to come back down and run again.
so he's trying to get someone to come up. I don't think there's anybody in the lanes. We'll wait a while and see what happens. I'll just stare at the lights down here for a minute while I get a drink.
I don't know what happened. He's a grade A student.
No.
Too bad you work.
I don't know. Really?
We see people with bags of ice, but where'd they get it? Did they buy it?
All the fancy shit to do don't teach you how to ride a bike.
It's like ridiculousness at show. Dumb things.
They play Devo.
Don't tell me about them. I hate them.
Devo is their music.
They're dumb like that.
They called for some pro mods. Those guys might run. Not pro mods, but here I go calling them pro mods. The
Jeremy,
7.0 gassers. They look, some of them look like pro mods.
tuner to the stars, Kurt Coon, walking out on the starting line there.
I saw him 2 weeks
Pro
after
mod,
they did Saturday Night
54
Live.
Corvette.
It was fucking amazing. God, it was amazing.
Well, maybe. Maybe.
How did I get it?
Single run for Jeremy and the team. Another team that has been out here making tested 2 runs over the
He had
past
an uncontrollable
few
urge.
months. Putting a lot of laps on that car, trying to find the combination to stand in the winner's circle. Pro Mod Eliminator on Sunday.
Alright, we got some pro mods.
Whoop, lost my focus. What happened? Hang on a second, guys. I don't know if I'll get it back. I touched something. There it goes. Don't know what happened.
Yeah, and they sponsor Stevie Fast Jackson.
Oh, I lost my zoom. All right, let's see if I can get it back. Probably not. It's real fussy. He doesn't like coming back in. It'll be kind of a fisheye run here while we watch it and
Jeremy, who started his pro line career
see if I can figure it out after the run.
wheel of a 57 Chevrolet pickup truck. Jordan's like, man, that's aerodynamically challenged. Well, believe it or not, it was a pretty darn good car. Kurt Kuntz bringing his driver in here in that Budweiser CP Corolla lane. Struck the tire.
Oh, I got my zoom.
Rattle,
Thought it was out.
all that other stuff. 1349 at 68 miles an hour.
Yeah, like that.
Let's see if anybody else pulled up. Don't see anybody up there yet. Oh, there is somebody up there. Can't see him, but behind that good old white tent.
I hope they have some twin Turbsky cars.
Brand new car. First generation Camaro. Kurt Kuntz, tuned rides, Pro-Line Eliminator.
Let's make another pass.
Hopefully we'll get 2 tomorrow. There's no such thing as a schedule. Kind of a tentative schedule. 62 would be good. I can't look at for 61. All the numbers are good.
He did pretty hard, or he could if he missed.
The 60 foot is good.
Very swoopy first generation Camaro.
The only thing you didn't like was the molding kind of deep and
I can do this. I saw it on TV. Too bad it was one of those failed videos.
Out there about 330, does a little bit of asphalt sachet at 813, 110, 102 and 60 foot time. 279 right after the 330 there, and just lifted off the throttle as that baby started doing that little rear end wiggle. Waiting on a number of the fuel cars. Ed Marks in the lane with the show quality 54 Corvette.
Drag week builds.
Just spectacular piece. Talking to the guys, they love working on it because it's just so gorgeous.
Tom Bailey, the guy that has the record, is the best street car. It's a pro model made to be street, really. But he went $599 last year. Well, they canceled Drag Week last year, so the year prior. But they're going to have Drag Week in, I think, September. And so Alex Taylor's building a new car. Her dad building the shop behind him. This is 55 Chevy. It's like a shell of a car. I mean, it wasn't even a restorable
Nitro cars, lanes are
They
open.
did an amazing job of
Top
straightening
fuel,
it
buddy
out.
guard,
They're
double
not
A
painting
fuel
it,
alters,
leaving it
nitro
clean up.
pro comp.
And they made fiberglass doors.
Lanes are open.
They laid out the
Anybody
fiberglass
like to come down and
themselves.
make a time shot?
They had the molds and shit already built. They did the doors, the tilt front end, and the deck lid, and built the chassis. Be a twin turbo, big black car. They're going for the sixes. But it'll run unlimited. But it's not. I mean, if Bailey participates, you know, I mean, it's his to lose, basically. But he burned his part of it, not to the ground, but he burned it up real bad. I forget where they were. It was him and another car. They were both you know, low 6, high 5-second cars. Yeah, at an NHRA big show event, and you know, of course, it's a methanol fire, but luckily it was burning.
See who pulls up.
So you could
Just
see
waiting
it.
around right now.
Otherwise, you can't see.
It's test and tune.
Anyway,
Anytime you want to come
also
up,
begins
they're
at,
fine.
6 seconds. It's called
Just hang here and see what comes up. If anything, he said some guys were pulling in the lanes back there earlier. Let's see who he's talking about.
Building another car at Dennis Taylor's shop that's going to be a radial versus the world car. It's a 55 Nomad that'll have I forget what kind of motor, but a screw blower, but it's going to have a straight axle. So they're combining all these elements to do an 8th mile radial.
Okay, you heard that.
One of these cars is a buddy car style roll cage in there, so it could be a tad on the snug side.
Thinking about maybe one more car, a couple more cars.
Hit the pool.
Go get in the shade. Little umbrellas. Yeah, that's a lot better. I can look at the screen now. There's so much glare. You know, see one of those little tiny umbrellas on your head. Keep the glare off it.
Day number 2 here. Good Vibrations Motorsports March Meet presented by Lucas Oil. 10 a.m. start time again with Hot Rod Time Trial number 3. Hot Rod Time Trial number 3. 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
I'm gonna break your sternum.
Pencil neck deep.
You pencil neck deep? Yeah.
Reed with a lousy physique. Ready blast. Ready blast.
Turkey neck. Is that the other one? Turkey neck.
Swed Mart. Another one of the guys who put a lot of laps on their cars. Here's also drag strip. Testing, and more testing.
I think it's letters interleaved. That's cheese. That's a different shade of red from that, too.
So Tuner Coons, who is tuning all 3 of the Pro Mod cars that have run so far today.
I see a twin Turbsky car.
This car, of course, just a Mega Beauty.
That's a long car. That's a long car. First generation Corvette.
My neighbor's 58 is pretty badass. Yeah. All you have to do is put 6 wheels and tires on it. You had the most fucking awesome fucking underscored fat. Period.
Well, like I said, a guy who made a lot of laps here over the past few months, tested tuned here, trying to get this car, who has had problems like the other ones with getting it off the starting line. They get it off that starting line up there. Again, like I said, a very fine line between low ET or tire shape. We're down there, parachute coming out 607, 230 miles an hour, 108, 60 foot time. 278 to the 330, 406, buck 93 at half track at 607, 230 miles an hour. Although not record breaking, but they did go from start to finish, and that was something they had been testing and testing and testing, trying to find. And finally, Kurt Kuntz, the crew chief and tuner, found that sweet spot, and now they got something to work with. It's something great data there at 607, 230, and Promont's gonna be fun tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be down there. I'm gonna have to do those umbrellas.
So the number of the nitro cars back there, I know the guys who ran earlier, I believe, are servicing them and possibly come back up for another run here. They are open to anyone in the nitro cars who wants to come up and make a shot at the track here. An open, tested tune, top fuel, funny car, fuel altered, nitro pro comp. Day number one here at the Good Vibrations Motorsports March meet in May, presented by Lucas Oil. It's pretty darn good. 559, 260. The test session here for Dan Moran Jr.
Drink break. FOD mat. Getting the fodder off the track. Handheld now, you can see the wobbles. break while they clean the Fodder track off. No one's up there yet. So I'm holding it in my
Of course, a
hand.
great opportunity right now to go back into the pit area and just see what these teams do between ground service work. They do cylinder heads coming out, pistons come out. You know, just pull the pan off, check the bearings, things like that. So, opportunity to head on back there. Hey, maybe buy a new shirt or something.
You got the pirate mobile home across the way there with the crossbone and skulls in there.
Yeah, you're fucked up enough.
Where'd my picture go? I lost focus for a minute. Hang on, you guys. I gotta quit moving around. See if I get my focus back. I don't know what's going on, guys. Maybe it's signal's getting wimpy. Let's see what happens here. I don't know why we're losing screen. Turned all gray on me again. Did that earlier. See if I can get it to come back.
A little bit of the drag going down on the track there behind the quad. Another one of the
Yeah,
big
I'm not sure what's happening there, you guys.
Where they
I'm going to pull my lens off for a second and put it back on.
It's just amazing
See if that'll
what they pick up. It's just doing safety lanes.
if that'll get me back on.
Absolutely comes back and you look at it just like, wow.
So it's going to get kind of wacky for a minute. Let's see what
Jerry
happens.
Turner's Peddler coming out here. This is just going to be a photo
Okay.
session. As, they called up the tower and said, hey, do you mind if we pull our car out there for some,
I'm still buzzing. I'm going to put my lens back on.
just a chance here as we're waiting for a number of the cars. Quarter pounder going to be coming up in a few minutes. Driving Corey,
And
car owning Gary Turner and the team.
okay. Well, if I don't get it back, I'm taking my lens off and we'll watch this run without it because it's getting goofy on us. So I'm going to take it off because they're going to run Turner's car. And I'm going to mount this back on my stand and see how it looks with this thing on, without the lens. This will be different.
Of course, that quarter pounder team, you know, a couple weeks ago up
Who
in
knows?
Boise, well, a weekend that they'd like to forget. Of course, Jeff's
Yeah, it's a little
acrobatics have been real chronicled on Facebook.
a little
there.
far away, but it could work. Without my whatever happens to the lens, me fiddling around with it, I lose my
Judges scored that.
my zoom with my zoom lens.
Of course, it was at speed.
And let's
so
see if I can
that does
zoom
give
this out
bonus
just a hair.
points, but
Nope.
The car on fire.
So we're going to be a little close down here. I'll have to do this to read the boards.
Picture that was something pretty,
My
pretty
lens
spectacular
won't,
that I'm sure it's going to be on the wall with the family room.
My moving around must throw it out of focus, my zoom lens.
Honestly,
So-
Jeff posted on Facebook, there's no way we're going to be at the March meeting. Fool us. Everybody got together and built that team out.
I don't see anybody up there yet.
Good vibrations, folks, for the March meeting presented by Lucas Law here. Loves the dragster. The March meeting May.
Here with the Nitro Heads, Poobah, Don Hirsch, and few altered legend Dennis Geisler's son, Lee Geisler, and his stepbrother, Casey Jones, of the jet car they've they hang out together. Casey's not here this weekend. He's somewhere back in Oklahoma or Texas, but Lee joined us, and we're having a great time. Look forward to seeing all the Nitro heads tomorrow. We're down here at
What was the Blue Bonnet Festival?
yeah, we're at the second stand from the end, and if you guys want to join us down here or at the start line, I know a lot of people like the start line, so Don will be probably going back and forth. If he likes the start line too. My spot down here, I need to kind of be down here so I can get to, start and finish. I like seeing the cars go through the finish line, and it's great from the start line, but then they disappear into the horizon. I like seeing the whole run all the way down. So.
Actually, there was a restaurant in between Waxahachie.
And it's safe. We're at the top of the stands. Any flying parts usually don't make it up here.
Right there on that.
Jeff, when he's in the team down there, the quarter pounder, Jeff getting suited up. You other Nitro cars back in the lane.
Mike English.
Make your way up to the stage lane.
Here tomorrow we'll get Johnny Couch up there. I like their banner every year. They get to sit there and
Oh, that's right.
throw it back and forth at each other.
And yeah, I called Linda and I'm like, well, just checked in the hotel and I'm in the car, I'm heading to the track, and so she'll only be a few miles down the road. I go, wait.
Sunset is getting cooler. They're talking about stopping at 8, but tomorrow night I think they're going to start right around dark and run it all in the night. So I don't know how that's going to work. I've tried it before here at night, but all those big lights across the way glare the screen. I don't know if we'll be able to get a picture tomorrow night. We'll see what happens. If it's too glary, I'd hate to sit there and try to get a good picture and watch everything and just blind everybody. So we'll see what happens tomorrow night. Maybe I can put some kind of bonnet over the top of the camera, iPhone here to keep that off. One year I had to hold my hand out there, but all you could see was barely the top of the rail because I had to hold it on there so high to see the cars. You don't see nothing else but the lane, the top of the rail, the car, and the lane, both lanes.
We're doing our best to go up
Yeah, there's a car sitting there. Is that my imagination? You guys sitting there on the start line? Oh, it's a photo op. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. It's too busy yammering. Okay.
Keep you updated on things going. Catch a reminder those Nitro cars need you to come to the lanes, please. I'll be back, I promise. Well, maybe not.
Yeah.
because
Bye, Mike.
my ticket, it didn't occur to me to order a racer pass. I hope they don't. Nobody has ever asked me for a wristband. I think the only
Generally, every year, this is about where I'm at. You go up any higher, and there's a bunch of easy ups at the top few rows, and those block the starting line. So I try to get here right on the edge of the stand. And I need to just, for this race, I'm only trying to show the track, and that's it. The car's on the track. As you can see, the fans are limited. There's hardly anybody over there on the other side. And we'll see how that works tomorrow. I believe it'll be about the same tomorrow. And Saturday, Sunday. Okay, there goes the photo op car. Let's see who else is going to pull up.
really, that was the only mark against the whole thing. Somebody kind of pulling in everything. How could this thing be as good as a hype?
Did you hang out when Homer did the margarita thing?
No, I don't think we were down there. I saw the machine, but yeah.
that thing, it made me nervous. I had video, and he was letting everybody come over and fucking whack. Oh, yeah. I think it was, wow! And I went, oh, fuck, and you hear everyone, you see all of a sudden the arc came from way down on the motor, and my camera's shaking. I knew, because I'm like, fuck, that's that. It was just too much, right? And so I'm standing behind another guy, but my camera, I fuck out.
We, Friday night, I mean, you figure I had a miserable drive in there to get to the track from Amarillo Friday. You know, my son drove down from Missouri Friday, and we were whipped. We didn't even see all qualifying Friday night. It's like I'm on a new shift at work. Instead of 6:30 to 3, I'm working 5 to 1:30. And it's just, I can't get my sleep adjusted. And I'm like, I'm sitting here right now. I'm
I'll post the different times. I'm going to shoot the SIFCA guys tomorrow, too. But I don't know what everybody's run times are yet. I don't think anybody does, for that matter. So I'll just post them. I don't know about doing warm-ups. Again, there's, you know, we're still kind of on semi-lockdown here. So maybe I'll just post the times and come popping on at some point, depending on when all the different times are supposed to run, and go from there.
Looks like they're buttoning everything up here with the quarter-pounder going in and setting that baby down for extra.
So Van Gundy and Modine, or Jeff Modine, are down there. Sound like they're getting ready.
And gave us each a hat that the winners
Once again, racers,
at
nitro
the
cars.
show level. And it
Lanes
was
are
for
open.
like the 95 Sonoma, you know, winner. You know, you can't buy those, right? You know, they only give them away to the racers again. So
Excuse me.
Gave us each one of those.
Hungry yet, Frank?
It's too hot still, but that hot dog was, you know, that was a lot.
Yeah, we got to figure out how to get your suitcases out, your suitcase and whatnot out of my car.
Sure. Well, whenever you get ready to leave, I'll just go out there and maybe I'll just drag him back into.
I don't think they're going to let me drive in.
No,
Drop it off.
Well, okay, here we go. Quarter pounder.
I'm like, yeah, you kill that thing. Wow.
What time is it going to be, Don?
What?
What time is it getting to be?
Here we go. Beautiful car there, that quarter-pounder car.
5:40.
Oh, okay. So you're about ready to get out of here, huh?
Well, I'm trying to hang in there.
Well, let's let Bodine run, then I'll shut it down, because I got to get walking here. Those.
My cooler, I gotta walk down down to Hans. I gotta grab it because I got stuff in there. I gotta get some more ice in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up, you guys, after this run with the quarter pounder. And like I said, we'll post some run times here tonight or first thing in the morning if we find something out. We haven't heard much of anything.
All right, here we go. Single right lane. Got one east and quarter pounder. Fours to the line.
If you guys saw them, they ran up at the igniter at Boise and they had a little fire, so they've been thrashing to get the whole quarter pounder back together, and they're here. A couple battle scars on it, I believe, but they made it back. So they can use a test pass.
I tried to find it last Saturday. We went to Disneyland shopping here downtown Disney. Their shop is over in Anaheim. They just had their garage. And I couldn't, my mother-in-law used to live right around the corner. I couldn't remember the damn street. They were working on the car on Saturday. So, yeah, do everything right there and fired it up.
Here we go. Crew chief step away. Stay at position 2 and switch slip. 3 stage. Send it.
All right, you guys. I'll talk to you later, and I'll do a little post, like I said, soon to see if we can find out what time we do it tomorrow. And we'll see you guys all then.